parang hindi feasible yung proposed mitigation. Dahil ang daming poste po na nakatungtong doon mismo sa ilog. So, yung mga ganun po, mas mababantayan niyo po yun eh. So, attorney, please take note of the suggestion. Mayor muna, Scott, then Mayor Herman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I agree with Mayor Olivares. That includes all those programs, long-term programs being done with PPP. But then again, Mr. Chair, if there is no area of responsibility wherein it's being subjected to, alam niyo yung kapritsyo, nagiging kapritsyo na tayuan mo yan, basta, I don't know, ako district engineer, I have the power to appropriate at least within my authority up to 75 million. Kaya gagawin nila 74 million. Kasi it is within his power and his discretion. But the thing is, in the case of Malabon and I, pero mo, pagkapit-bahay lang yung dalawang pumping station. Kumbaga, hindi pa kami nakakaliko sa kabilang kanto, may pumping station naman. And in fact, would you believe, Mr. Chair, that in Dampa, may ginawa silang pumping station, di baterya. So in the absence of the battery, hindi gagana. Kaya yung nabaterihan, dumana yung generator. You know why, Mr. Chair? Because they cannot apply with Meralco. How can they not apply sa Meralco? Ito ano naman sila. Why? Because there is no building permit. Because it was not coordinated with local government. A pumping station. So pumping station is a flood control mechanism on a bigger scale towards the body of water. So sa akin ulit, ayoko kitang bigyan ng maraming trabaho, Mr. Chair. Promise, ayoko kitang gawin ng gusto ang MMDA. But to put things in unison, once and for all, in unison, para walang kalsada, walang creek na magiging kalsada, walang creek na magkakaroon ng multiple pumping station na hindi naman kailangan. Because the district engineer of 1 and the district engineer of 2, the district engineer of 3 and 4 and so on and so forth are doing their own thing on their own without talking to each other. Kumbaga, Mr. Chair, wild west. Kaya, if I may, Mr. Chair, ayaw kitang pagtrabahuin, but I can only say ako lang, no? Basta ako mas may tiwala ako sa iyo ngayon. Mas may tiwala ako sa MMDA kasi as far as Manila is concerned, all your pumping station are running smoothly and functioning. And we call a spade a spade. Those who are not doing their job, I think it's high time for us. Ayun na yung akin, Mr. Chair. Ulitin ko, all infra, from national agency, and with Mayor Olivares, including PPP, and if there is a flood control project appropriated from national government to DPWH, it has to be MMDA should be implementing it, download the budget to MMDA. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In addition to our discussion and in
And we listed them for brevity.
Yes.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mayor.
can you please pakabalik naman ng konti? I have lang one point that I wanted to raise. Okay, letter A, C1. Claro en recto from Roas Boulevard to Leganda and towards Malacanang. This may we agree except on from the Dagupan, from Dagupan to Asuncion, along Recto, parking should be allowed. For the reason, one, it's an 8-lane road, but maapektuhan mo kasi dyan yung mga magsasaka, magpuprutas, magbubulay sa Central Luzon and Northern Luzon. As you all know, ang recto from Dagupan to Asuncion is bagsakan ng gulay sa gabi. In fact, it's a non-negotiable area for us. One of those areas non-negotiable for any obstruction during daytime, except for nighttime, because the goods coming from, including Southern Luzon and of course Northern Luzon, eh dyan ho bumabagsak. Kaya po, so far, dumarating yung mga truck nila by 4, 5 o'clock, and they leave at about 3:30 in the morning. Then by daytime, wala nang nakikitang obstruction. Now, on the left side and right side of from Walluna to Asuncion, again, so moving konti, isugan ng konti, during daytime, yung aming mga distributor sa Carmen Planas, Tabora, Ilaya, Santo Cristo, Haboneros, these are high traffic in terms of palitan ng goods. Because yung distributorship ng mga nasa lamesa ninyo, lahat po yan dyan nagagaling. Kinukuha po yan, manggagaling sila sa Bicol, manggagaling sila sa Pangasinan, or somewhere in the provinces. That includes some portion of Visayas. Bibili sila ng wholesale, isasakay sa truck, isasakay ng barko, o ibabiyahin na by land. So, if we include that, the entire portion of Claro and Recto, magugulo po yung hanap buhay. At tiyak po, maapektuhan na yung kakainin yung gulay dito sa Metro Manila. Kasi most of your food in the table will come from Recto during night. Baka lang po magkalituhan at it will be subject for abuse by some enforcement unit. Sabihin, bawal na dyan, sabi ng MMK. Pero sa totoo, inaalaw namin sila, minamanage namin sila. And in fact, for the first time in the history ng Manila, even nighttime, the roads are passable despite the existence of tolerable spaces being utilized as public roads and banquetas by night market.
Yes, Yermin. I think yung concern mo, Yermin, ay papasok sa Section 5, which is inaalaw naman po natin yung parking, except subject to the necessary city or municipal ordinance. Nag-aalaw naman po tayo ng on-street parking sa National Secondary Road, except 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., which is yun po yung peak hours of the traffic.
7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes po, and 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
During daytime.
Yun po yung ano natin, para po during peak hour o rush hour po ng traffic, ay clear po lahat ng roads po natin. Is that okay?
The uniqueness of the said road, Mr. Chair, is that after ng night market, tiklop na ang lamesa nila ng alas 4, papasok ng city government maglilinis para ihanda ng alas 6 ng umaga yung mga tindahan naman sa daytime. E baka tamaan naman ng dating ng ganito kasi, Mr. Chair. From the production plant, yung distributorship, dadalhin lahat sa recto. Doon sa mga bodega sa area. that will arrive about within 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Now, pagbukas ng tindahan ng alas 9, wala na yung distributor truck. Papasok naman yung biyahero. Bibili ng cups, cover ng cups, kutsara, tinidor, plastic, tela, and all other things na binibili sa Recto. Between those area from Recto to Asuncion and up to San Fernando. Tapos, yung paglabas ng truck ng gabi galing sa pier, dala nila prutas, dadali na po yan sa Carmen Planas. Santo Cristo, Carmen Planas. Siya naman darating din yung mga mamimili para punin yung mga prutas. So, if it is not going to happen at 7 to 10 a.m., baka ma-apektuhan sila. But now, what is the assurance of the city government? Because it's a wide road, sobrang wide, and no obstruction were allowed. Not a single piece of wood will be allowed to obstruct the road. Is still about 4 or 5 lanes on either side of Recto that is possible. And awaw ng Diyos, yung ginawa namin during the first term ko, at in-implement namin muli ngayon, technically, wala po kaming challenges. In fact, nagkaka-challenge pa nga kami sa kanto ng Juan Luna Recto dahil yung pakanan, yung galing ng Baclaran, Divisoria, o papunta kasi ng Solerio. It's more challenging there with a moving vehicle than a parked vehicle that will transact change of goods and services. Yun lang yung aking.
Sige po. Maybe what we can do, meron naman po tayo na sa definition ng on-street parking. Baka maybe we can make exception doon sa on-street parking. Depende doon sa sukat po ng kalsada. Yes, baka po pwedeng gano'n. Like kung tulad na sinasabi ni Yorme, na malapad naman, 6 lanes, 8 lanes, hindi naman siguro makaka-cause ng enough, ng traffic kung mag-alat ng isang lane for parking, for commercial, for commerce. Any comments? I'd like to acknowledge namin yung
Chairman,
yes, po.
maganda po yung suggestion po nila. Depende doon sa laki ng kalsada. Just like in Baclaran, sa amin sa Paranaque. Meron tayo yung pinaka-main road, saka may service road. Pero kami city ordinance to, na pwede gamitin siya, na hindi rush hour as parking lot. So, particularly, yung sinasabi ni Yorme, depende doon sa laki ng kalsada. Sa Baclaran, kaya tama-tama sa amin itong Section 5, na pwede gamitin yung mga nagsisimba. Kasi nagsisimba sa Baclaran, hindi lang tika Paranaque, kundi all over the country. And maybe kami 120,000 foot traffic every Wednesday and every Sunday. No? So kapag inalis natin yung ating parking lot doon sa may service road, kasi hindi nakayanin yung parking lot doon sa loob ng simbahan. So, very applicable itong Section 5 at yung suggestion nyo na regarding sa kalsada.
Sige po, subject to style.
Yun lang kasi I don't want them to take it as it is.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Parang, kasi pagka nakalathala ng ganyan, Chairman, pagdating na sa implementation yan, gagawin rin ang yung mga plan dyan, at least on record, same thing with Pero Navarez. Just wanted to put on record the real scenario. But I submit before the chair kung ano po ang magandang.
Yes, we'll revise or edit it subject to style based on your suggestion na pwede naman tayo mag-exempt kung malapad naman talaga yung so, Attorney Chris, please proceed.
The last paragraph of section